Hello everyone, welcome to Django tutorial series. In the previous part, we talked about Django templates. As you can see from this list, we had marked this as complete. In this part, we're going to talk about Django aesthetic files. So let's get started. So first of all, let me tell you what Django aesthetic files are. So the most common aesthetic files are CSS files, JavaScript files, and image files. So we're going to show you how can we handle aesthetic files in Django. To do that, first of all, I'm going to create a folder here with the name aesthetic. So it is most common and it is most technical, so I have created this folder with this name. Then I have to indicate this folder in my settings.py file. So let's get back to the settings file. So here I will scroll down a bit, and here you can see there is already a variable named aesthetic URL. Okay, so Django actually recognizes every aesthetic file path with this URL. And another thing that we have to mention is the aesthetic files directory, and that is this aesthetic folder. So let's mention that, and this will be aesthetic files dots, and I have to mention the aesthetic folder here. Okay, so this base directory is actually the root directory, and then I'm gonna join the aesthetic path here. So Django will understand that okay, all of the files that are aesthetic consist in this folder. Okay, so that's all for the settings. Now let's just close this file. So in the next part, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna create some aesthetic files, mostly CSS and JavaScript files. So first of all, let's create a folder here with the name CSS, and let's create another folder with the name JavaScript. So this will be JS, not inside the CSS. Okay, let's just open up the terminal, and if I go to the aesthetic, if I type ls, you will see that there is only one folder CSS. If I go to CSS, then JavaScript folder is actually created inside that. I do not want that. I will just remove that JS folder, and I will get back to the aesthetic folder, and I will create another folder JS here, and another folder with the img that will hold aesthetic images. Now if I go to my aesthetic folder, inside this folder you will see three folders: CSS, image, and JS. So let's create a CSS file here. So let's create a file. Let's name this main.css. Let's create another file that will be JS. So this will be main.js. Now inside the CSS, let's just type some CSS, basic CSS here. Like this is my basic CSS. So before, and then margin 0, padding 0, box sizing, border, box, body. Let's set a background color to check if CSS works properly. Let's put aqua here. Okay, so now I have to link this CSS file in my templates so that it works properly. So let's get back to the templates here. Now I have some aesthetic templates, so let's first link it into the home page. Okay, so what I can do is link clone CSS, and I have to mention the CSS path here. Now let me tell you, if I just put CSS path here, suppose this is my dot slash dot dot slash static slash CSS and main.css, and if I save this and let's run my Django server, python manage.py. So I have to get back to my directory and python manage.py run server. Okay, let's activate the virtual environment first. So this will be my environment bin, and then activate. Okay, let's just close this and reopen this terminal. So my environment is activated. Let's run this server. Okay, I have to activate that. There is something wrong. Okay, it's already seeing this my env, but it's not activated. No problem, we'll just activate this. So source my env bin, then activate. Okay, and let's run my server. So the server is running. So let's get back to the browser and let's go to the local host. So this is my home page. Look, CSS has been applied to this page. Okay, but this is not how Django actually works, because we have actually put the whole path of the CSS here. but we do not need to do this because we have already included the CSS file directory here, the aesthetic file directory here. So what we can do is we can just load this aesthetically. To do that, what we have to do is we have to load static here. Okay, we have to write this command. After that, we do not have to do this. What we have to do this, we have to static, then css, and then our main dot css. So that is how a css path is indicated in Django. Okay, so what we are doing, this is we are indicating that this is a static path. Okay, so Django already knows that static path is the static folder, so it will go to this folder and it will search for css main.css. Okay, so we do not have to mention the static folder here. Now let's refresh the server and see the style is still applied. Okay, now let's put some other styles here so that we can actually check if it is working properly. So let's get back to the css. This is my css. Let's say I want to change the color of my header. So this is my header, and let's put white smoke here. Now if I refresh this page, see my header color has been changed. So CSS is working properly. Now how can we include the JS? In the same way, what we can do is we just have to put the script tag here. So here we will add the script tag because script tag is used to include JS. Okay, and src. Then what we have to do is we have to start with this format. So it is actually the Ginger templating format that Django supports. So I have to mention the static, then JS folder, and then main.js. Okay, so if I refresh this, so everything is working properly. Now there is nothing in my JS. So what I'm going to do is I'll just console log a message in the JS folder. So let's console and log. So what you can say is hello world. So let's save this and reload this server. So okay, JS is not here. Let's see what is wrong here. Main.js, this is my home page. Static js main.js. Let's see what is wrong here. Okay, let's just hard refresh. See, hello world has come here, and this is something that that Google Chrome automatically detects. If we do not have a favicon, then this message will be shown. So let's just ignore this. But hello world is consoling here, so our JS has worked. So how can we include now image files, right? So another thing that I'm gonna do is I'll just copy this link in the about us page so that it is linked up in both pages, and I'll just get this and I will copy this right here. Let's refresh and let's go to about us page. Okay, now as you can see, okay, there is one error. So it is actually good when you see some error, you will actually understand what is happening behind the scene. So now if we just go through the error, it says that invalid block tag on line number 7 static. Did you forget to load this tag? As I have mentioned you before, that static is a tag. It's a template tag that we can use to load static files or some other things. Now if I go to here in my home page, I had loaded this static tag. Okay, but in the about page I have used static but I did not load it. So Django is telling me that okay, you have to load the static first, then you can use this. So what I have to do is I have to load static. So load static. Now if I refresh this page, you'll see everything is working properly. The CSS is working properly and both the JavaScript is working properly. Now there is another thing that I want to check out, that is the image. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'll put an image here. So let's just get back here, and what I can do is I'll go to my pictures. I will take this image, copy, then I'll go to my home, and this is my project. What is my project actually? Let's see. This is my project desktop. Okay, this is my project, so I'll just put that image into this folder. So I have pasted this. Now let's use this image. So let's just put an image tag here. So this is my image tag, img. Let's add an auth and let's add the image. Now this will be static and the image is inside the image folder and the name is bg.jpg. Let's check this out again, image and this jpg. Let's copy this and let's paste it here as well. Now if I get back to my browser, let's get back to my browser, and if I refresh this page, see the image has loaded. And if I get back to the home page and refresh this page, the image has loaded. So my static files are working properly. Now I'll add some other CSS to take everything into effect. So let's get back to the main.css file. And what I can do is I'll just remove this background color and I will add a background image here. So that will be background image URL and the image is inside the dot dot slash image and this bg.jpg. And I will add some other property here. So background size will be cover, then background repeat will be no repeat. That's all. Now let's get back to my page and if I refresh, see the image has been set as a background. Now I just want to remove this image, right? So let's get back to the home page and I do not want this. So let's just remove this and let's remove the image from the about page as well. So let's just refresh. Okay, now this is my home and the background image has been set. So I will actually put some other decent stars on this page, but that will be just my personal work. I'm not gonna burden this on you. So this is all for the static file starting. We have actually learned how to create static files and how to handle them in Django and how to load them and use them in our Django folders. So this is just the basic. In our later lessons we will be diving into more work of these static files. So let's get back to browser and if I come to my list of tutorials, then I have completed this static files section. Okay, so let's just get back here. I have completed all of the topics here, so I will just put this success tag here. Okay, so that's all for the static files part, and in the next part we will talk about the template inheritance. So what actually template inheritance is and how to use this in Django in a more reusable way. We'll be talking about those things. So till then, thank you so much for watching and see you in the next one.